Hey everyone, stick with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications where we go live, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up, say what is going up, how we doing, good morning. I feel like it's going to be a good day when the S&Ps are only down 30. You know, S&Ps are only down 30, Dow down 270, and NASDAQ down 46. Man, I know I look like trash, guys. I apologize. I haven't been sleeping as well. I have not been sleeping as well. So I kind of look like trash. I got to freaking shave. Luckily I got my haircut before all this stuff started closing down. All the barbers and salons and all that are closing down. If your barber's still open, go see your barber. Tip him double, because he's gonna be struggling. So if you're here right now, say what up. We got Micah, Carmine, Rob, Keith, Rodney, Bill, Colin, John, Ringy, Jeff, Daniel, what's poppin'? What is going on? So yeah, we had a kind of a crazy night on the S&Ps. Danny, crazy night on the S&P futures, which I often trade. I actually did a couple trades last night. Some were profitable, some were not profitable. I did wake up my final trade. I did wake up to $351 in profit. I wasn't going to trade anymore. So like I said, this is kind of like how things went for me here. Let me just kind of show you my timeline. I do post all my trades under Nick's Trades in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, I do post all my trades in here, profit, losses, all that kind of stuff. But yesterday at close, I bought a MES, which is a mini S&P futures contract. I bought it at 9 minutes before market close. I sold it about 14 minutes later for $210 profit, and then I got back in, had a $130 loss. So I was net like $100 on that, and then I made another $230 back. Said I'm gonna chill. Gave back 100. Should have stopped, and I kept going. Luckily, I made it back because last night. Let me tell you about this contract here that I had last night on the S&P futures. So I bought it at 2282 S&P futures contract, 2282. I sold it this morning. I woke up at like 3 in the morning. I woke up like randomly, oh crap, and I pulled the biggest noob mistake that I've made in this whole thing. I pulled the biggest noob mistake. And the biggest noob mistake that I made is I did not, you got to be careful. Yes, I made money, but I did not set a limit order to sell for when I went to sleep. That was the noob mistake. So I didn't protect myself. I didn't capitalize on where I wanted. My target was 23.52, right? Now, and I sold that at 3 in the morning. If we take a look at this timeline here, I'm just gonna show you what happened last night. Just not really now, but this is what happened. This is what happened last night. After market close, we ripped up to 24.50. We came back down to 22.75 around here. I noticed around here's good consolidation it's where it bounced up midday, intraday, the prior day. So I was just trading intraday support and resistance, right? So I'm trading intraday support and resistance. It looks like it's gonna hold. I buy at 2282. So right below 2300. I put that on at 11 p.m. last night. So I was right in here, right in this area. It coasted up here. It coasted all the way up to 2400. At some point I was up, that means at some point last night I was up when I hit 2400, I was up $600 or so, $700 at one point. It dipped back down. This is when I woke up, when it dipped down right here on this dip, 2350, and I thought, well, I better close down. It looks like it might pop back up, but I kind of want to go to bed. I kind of want to go back to bed because it's going to be a long day tomorrow trading. I want to be able to concentrate. But I'm like, well, if it doesn't pop back up, you know, it's going to probably come back down to 2,300. I'm going to lose my profit. So I then just sold the contract. But if I put a limit order in, I could have bypassed the whole scenario of waking up, wondering if I should sell, and staring at the market in the freaking 3 in the morning. You know, I don't know if anybody else got up in the morning and we're looking at the option pricing, but that's what I was doing. If you're here right now, say what up. Do me the favor, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Michelle, stay trill. It's been a while, man. Monkey Business, what's going on? Mason, Hank, Michael, Robert, I was. You did great lately. Play it safe and real. When about midstream, I have something on my chest that I want to say about blowing up your account. So about midstream, so about 10 minutes from now, I'm going to say something about blowing up your account. Remind me if I forget. But the other trade I have on right now is Costco. I have the 300 call for this week, and for me, if I'm going to go long right now, it's gonna be on Costco, Walmart, and I'm talking about overnight long. Like, I don't feel comfortable going long really any stock right now overnight due to extreme risk. So right now I have one of the 300 calls on Costco. I bought it for $8.75. Okay. Now you want to be very careful trading Costco. Very wide bid in the ask right now. Don't do this if you're new to trading. Don't trade Costco if you're new to trading. Stick to something liquid. So Costco, the trend that I was seeing here, if you're looking at the 5-day, this is the 5-day, 15-minute, and you can see that we're having a grind up. You know, we're having a slow grind up. Sure, there's some selling and there's some buying and all that, but ultimately, you know, it based around the 280 area on the weekly, and we're pushing back up. And then the reason why I bought the 300 call is because yesterday we had a really strong, you know, it was really building some consolidation here between 300 and 310. And then yesterday it kept dipping at 300 and getting saved, dipping, getting saved, dipping, getting saved. So I put that order on yesterday. Let me find out what time that was. I bought it at right near market close, so 10 minutes before market close. So I bought it right down in here when it was 300, and then it ripped up. That is why I'm up. That's why I'm up 350 on it. Now, Costco is down about $1 right now. It's down about $1 right now. So Tastyworks is showing that I'm going to be down $70 from yesterday. So the nice thing about this is I have a $350 cushion going into today. So if it drops back down a little bit, I have this $350 cushion that I can use to basically kind of wait it out and see if we can get, you know, my target was if we can have a hard push up to 310, 315 again, would be ideal. Yo, Jason, money never sleeps. Slick, what's going on? How do you like the Tastyworks futures platform? It's pretty fast. It's nice. I like it. You know, I don't have any complaints about Tastyworks right now, other than the only thing, and I like Tastyworks as a platform, but my biggest concern right now, being a smaller broker, if we go into a depression or something, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to them, you know? So as accounts grow and all that, and if there's money on the sidelines, if I only need X amount of dollars per day, I'm going to start doing some more math here. If I only need X amount of dollars per day, I'm going to start withdrawing and just kind of put that over in, I'm going to start probably moving stuff over to TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim is probably my goal, my short-term goal right now. Probably move some money over to Thinkorswim. What I don't want to do is have like split platforms, so maybe I just move it all. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Well, we're just going to play it by ear. So, like I said last night in the video, we have quite a few reports coming out today. Jobless claims came out, and we have the leading leading economic indicators. That doesn't come out for another hour or so. But if we look at weekly jobless claims, now this report, is showing that we're up to 281. Expected was 211,000, which is not that bad. I'm a little bit concerned because last week and the week prior wasn't really in America. We weren't really taking it that seriously until this week. So next week is gonna be tough. Economic data is gonna be tough. We're going to. There's not that many days left in the month here, so next month's report. So the first week of April's reports for March are gonna be nuts. You know what I mean? So what I'm kind of hoping here on, if we look at SPY, one of the things that I'm looking at here is we did drop yesterday. We got, the market was halted again, of course, and I said I've been eyeing these December 2018 levels, and I'm comfortable as a trader, as a person that's an investor and all that, giving up 2019 gains. What happened? I'm good with giving up, 2018, maybe even giving up 2017 gains, because I know from an investor and stuff like that, like since 2017, the market has been unrealistic to the upside, right? And we did have a red year in 2018, but we could afford it. So I feel like the pricing here that I honestly, if we can hang out around here right now, 230, 240 area, I don't think that's bad. We could bounce. Now, if we break below 230, which we did yesterday, which is 228, and I was like, okay, we broke 220, we broke 230, we're at 228, we're gonna flush, we're gonna get another second halt, level 2 circuit breaker halt. I mean, then if that's the case, maybe we might even go down 20% today. That's what I was thinking yesterday. I was like, man, we can have a really bad day. And if we're going out into the 5-year, we're in the 220s. There is some really solid, I don't know if you guys can see all this, but there is some really solid support around the 215, 220 area. And we're going in the 2015, 2016. So if we're looking at 2015, 2016, there is some pretty solid support down in here. A lot of consolidation. So, if we get back down to 2015 levels and we stay there and we bounce, I would feel comfortable about our country as a whole. Now, if we start breaking below and go SPY 180, SPY 150, SPY 125, I'm gonna get a bit concerned. You're gonna get, if the market loses 75% of its market value, then I'm gonna get concerned. Now, that is 75% from the top. So if we let's just take away, for me, what I'm thinking about, let's take away 2017 and like through 2019. Let's take away this time period where we just ripped up. 2017 was, I honestly thought it was the worst trading year of my life. 2017 was the worst trading year of my life because we had VIX single digits. Volatility was the lowest I ever seen. I mean, I think it was the lowest. I mean, it was the lowest. VIX was like 8 or 7, and every day we would go up. Like SPY would literally move $1 and we'd be like, yay. It was like, ridiculous. SPY would move $1, we'd celebrate. We would have a 5-point drop in one day, and then we would recover, and then it would just like, it was excruciating. And we're kind of thinking like, and it all had to do with like the tax cuts and all that kind of thing. Like we didn't know what was going on, and the market was just keep going up, and we kept. So I feel like at the start of 2017 through 2019, this whole chunk here, these last 2-3 years, have been unrealistic. So if we get down to these levels, we take this out, and then we start building consolidation back around these price points to 2200, worst case scenario to 2200 area, 215 even, somewhere between 200 and 220. If we ping between these lines for a while, for a few months, I think that would be fine. Now, a bunch of economic data is going to come out, and no reports have hit yet. So the question is going to be, obviously, the $1 million question is, what's priced in at this point? What is not priced in? You know, that's going to be the debate that all investors or traders and hedge funds and all that, that's all CNBC is going to be talking about. And it doesn't really matter. What matters is how the price reacts to when those reports drop. And today, some reports dropped today. Market's moving. Market's red, right? If we're only down 1% today at open, which is pretty good. VIX is moving down a little bit here. Still extremely high. Don't get me wrong. We could easily flush 1,000 points on the Dow. This is not a joke. So I mean, to see the S&P is only down 24. Dow's down 183 and 11. It's kind of giving me a little bit of hope that we could chill for a minute, because there's a lot of traders that are in our Discord or on Facebook or Twitter or whatever the case is that want all the doom and gloom and destruction. But we do not want that. We do not want the market to close down. We do not want millions of people to be losing their jobs and hungry and all that. We do not want that. I promise you, you do not want that. We're making money in the market right now. We're able to make money going down, unlike most people. We're able to make money going up. We're able to let's keep pushing. Let's make sure the market's not halted. I mean, I'm good with the market going down, but let's stop the halt. Let's chill. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's enough to go around for everyone. There's no reason to be greedy. There's no reason to be greedy. You know, and if you didn't make money from 340 to 240, then close your account. You're not going to trade. Close your account. Don't say you didn't make money from 340 to 240 on SPY and you want to go to 150. Close your account now. You know? So you know, I like, you know, being home and having a home office and doing that. I like trading and making money because, I mean, it's safe and you don't have to go outside and all that stuff right now, but a lot of people can't. So if they take that away from you, we're literally going to be staring at the wall and we're going to be in the soup kitchen lines with everybody else, you know? And we can't help out those around us. Like, the money that we make here can help our family members. Our family members are not as fortunate. Our friends are not as fortunate. You know, we have a lot of people that are waiters, bartenders, blah, blah, blah. You know, if you have extra and you can afford it, give out, you know? 230 doesn't hold. We're going 213. I agree, Colin. Market seems to be charting up for some long time. Nick, assuming buying power, getting margin called is not a factor, why buy a put over straight up shorting a stock? Wouldn't shorting be safer? Would shorting be safer? I don't think so at this point. Like, if we get a hard bounce, like I would rather buy a put right now and have that investment go to zero than short a stock and it rips up 20% in a day and my losses are just amplified. So I would rather just buy a put and know the most amount that I could lose versus shorting stock and it just rip up, you know? Let's chill. Stimulus helpful too. We do not want the system to crash. I wouldn't prey on the downfall of our country or anything bad to happen to anyone. If 6 months were okay, 18 months of dollar devalue, the stock market be higher. 55% of Americans. Think about what you just said. Only 1%. Maybe short like BMRA. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to short stock right now at this point, just be really careful. Knowing we're at these levels here, I'm not saying we're going to bounce, but there's a stronger possibility that we're going to bounce here than there was at 290 and 300 on SPY. Okay, Australia, what's going on? Hope you're staying safe. I hear you guys are having a little bit of a rocky time over there. Hope you all are staying safe in Australia and wherever you are in the U.S. as well. Probably a weird hour for you, Matthew. I'm helping my family in every way we can. We need more leaders in our communities. Step up if you can. Yeah, Colin, we got, you know, us traders, I mean, most of us in the UVH fam have been making consistent money. And if you have excess, it's going to come in handy. And that's kind of what I wanted to say about, I told you guys to remind me what I want to talk about in 10 minutes, and here we are, midstream. What I wanted to talk about was in the last few days, there's been a lot of traders. Well, I wouldn't say a lot. I would say maybe a handful of traders I've noticed on Facebook and Discord and stuff. They've blown up their accounts. And, for me, in this period of where we are of uncertainty, in terms of my other businesses, things may get a little rocky. I don't know. I have a family. I have friends. I have other family members that potentially need help. I'm trading my account right now like this is the last money that I will ever receive. That's how I'm trading my account. If you're going in 100%, 80%, 90% of your account value, of your portfolio, or of your account balance, if you're going in 90% trying to YOLO some stuff, and you go to zero, you might not get a check next month. You might not get a check next week. You might not get a check Friday from your work. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. So I'm trading in terms of like a survivalist mentality, because if I blow up my accounts, I don't know if I can fund them again. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, sure, there's cash on the side and all that, but don't think like that. Don't think like, oh, well, I'll just take some cash out of my savings account, will be okay. I'll just blah, blah, blah. No, the cash in your portfolio and your cash in your brokerage accounts, I'm pretending like that's the last bit of money that I have. This is it. I have no more money left. That's how I'm treating this. If I blow up my trading account, I don't know if I'll be able to fund it. And a lot of people here work 9-to-5 jobs. They're at home. I'm telling you right now, when all this settles down, once they realize, I was saying, like with the New York Stock Exchange closing on Monday, and the Chicago Stock Exchange already closed and it's running by computers. And once they realize how well the computers are working and running this, a lot of people are going to be asked not to come back when this is done. So that is like the phase 2. Phase 1, you're sitting at home. Phase 2, everybody goes back to work except for 50% of the people that said, hey, actually, we actually hired too many people. Things are going fine. Robots are, algo, AI, all that's good. We're handling it. Amazon, all those kind of people, people that are staying home, like, and then they're going to find out, hey, we can actually, like they did in the 2008 recession, is they all companies scaled back, and they said, actually, we don't need 3 people to do that job. We only need 2. So treat your brokerage account. Do not, whatever you do not go all in. Do not YOLO. Do not blow up your account, because you don't know if you'll be able to fund it. If you cannot, if your job goes away and we're all just sitting here, everything goes away and the market is still open, we will still have something to do. We will still be able to make money. We'll still be able to catch fish, go fishing, make something happen. But if you blow up your account and you have no income coming in, what do you think is going to happen to you? So that is what was on my chest last night, was like, people are putting way too much risk because they're trading for today. They're not thinking about 3 weeks from now, even. Like, your job's gonna, people are getting laid off. They're closing everything over here. They're closing everything in Chicago. People are getting laid off right now. Pink slips all day. The state of Illinois unemployment site crashed. So, I just want you to take it seriously, because that's how serious this is. Any trade that I put on, I take it seriously. And if I lose on one trade, if I lose on my trades, it's going to be okay. If I go max loss, luckily I haven't gone max loss on an option or a contract in a very long time. I plan on keeping it that way. But treat your account like it's the last thing that you have that will ever make you money. Rant over. I'm saying 80% chance we bounce rather than buying toilet paper. Ariana, we got Basic Bro in the house. This is the Basic Bro. Hey, I'm a Basic Bro, but I'm not on the beaches partying in Miami doing tequila shots. I'm inside. Look at this. I'm inside. So I'm not that basic. Basic bro millennial right now would be out in the streets partying in Miami. You know, if you can't help yourself right now, how do you expect to help others around you? I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Are we going bull or bear today? So right now I have one Costco call for those that are just joining. Say word up, see what's going on. For those that are just joining, I went through my trades earlier, so rewind the tape. I did cash out my MES futures contract for 351 at 3 a.m. I'm currently holding a Costco 300 call going into this. So Costco, let's see where Costco's at right now. SPY, I would like SPY to be over 240 to have a little bit more confidence, but right now SPY is only at 238. But I mean, futures are only down a couple hundred, which is, I never thought that I would say that's pretty good. Looks like Costco's at 308 right now. It did hit 312, so we'll see. Even if it comes back down to 300, I got some time to I got a little bit of cash to play with since I was up on the position at close. Some markets opened up 24% after 2 days halt. Yeah, the Philippines. What was it though? I saw the Philippines. They were actually down after couple days being closed. I mean, it's nuts. Should I get rid of my SPY puts at open? I don't know, man. So there's a couple things here if we're looking at SPY. So if we're looking at SPY on the right now you can make a couple cases. We're making some higher lows. You know, so we had a high of 248 then we had another high of 242. Now the question is 240 going to be another high and we come back down, or at open when we get some volume, this is going to push back up to 248. So I would say it's 50-50 right now. Use your if you're profitable on it, there's no reason why you should not close that and reload at some point in time. If you're profitable on it, depending on, and this is where the option pricing is going to start getting a little tricky, is the market's starting to price these in. So even though SPY is down $2, $3, if you're buying far out of the money contracts right now, the market is starting to price that in. So the market is starting, I'll pull up actually Tastyworks so you can see it better. The market is starting to price that in. So if you bought, a lot of people are sending me messages like, hey, I bought tomorrow's expiration, but I bought 220. I bought the 220 put, right? And right now we're at 240. And we open up down, $2-3 on SPY. You're actually going to be losing more money to Theta. You have 20 delta, and Theta is a 133. So you're gonna be losing more money to Theta than you are delta. So you're only gonna make $60 on the down move, and then Theta is gonna eat up the rest. So the machines are starting to get smart in pricing these moves in. So be careful. This is not, if you haven't adjusted your trading strategy like 2-3 weeks ago up in here when we were up at 300. They were not pricing in the moves. That's why we were making 500, 1,000% on options every day, because they were not pricing in the moves. Be mindful now. They are now pricing in the moves. So I've had 100% winners and stuff recently, but I haven't really had any winners exceeding 100% since we were in the 300s. So be mindful that they're pricing in the moves now. And if you're buying far out of the money and we don't get the move, like a huge move, like down 5%, down 7% at open, you're most likely going to be losing money to Theta, especially if we're riding that close to expiration. So be mindful. What does it mean pricing in the move? So options will start pricing the move. So you can see on any platform, except for Robinhood, don't trade on Robinhood, it's garbage, plus or minus $16 here. And this is the expected move that the options market is expecting it for to move up $16 or down $16. That is how we're calculating the expected move here. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to move up $16. It could move up $30 this week, or it could move down $30 this week by the expiration. So that doesn't mean that. This is just what the option markets are pricing in. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but they're getting smarter. We're now at like one day expiration plus or minus $16 moves, when 3 weeks ago, plus or minus moves for next day expiration was $5. So the expected move has gone up 3 times. So be mindful of that. So how do you choose the best strike? I buy close to the money, in the money, at the money. Like I bought this Costco 300 call when Costco was at 300. Actually gonna close her right now. Trying to close it. This is the problem with illiquid options, guys. Problem with illiquid options is you don't get All right, we made some money. Now, you gotta be careful with illiquid options for this. So I just got out of this 425 profit on Costco. Now you want to be very careful with Costco. If you're trading Costco, if you're new to trading, don't trade Costco. Okay, do not trade Costco because those 300 calls, bid ask 11. The bid is 11. I'm sorry. The bid is 11. Ask was $16. Volume is 1. That one contract is me, guys. That was me. And I got it filled for $13. I put in $15, didn't get filled. $14 didn't get filled. $13 get filled. And look, the ask was 10, 9 and 10. So don't just go in there all. If you're trading illiquid options like this right now, don't go all willy-nilly. Make sure you put in a limit order. You know what you're getting for it. You know, if $13, $12 was, I mean, I paid $8.75 for it, so I got $13 back. I mean, that's extremely a great return. That's a great return. I'm not going to complain with that. I mean, if I couldn't get filled at like 12 or 11, I was going to chill. But now the bid's 11, so that's good. When I opened, it was like, but I didn't know which way it was going to go. Right now, you don't know if this is going to flush. Looking a little weak here at open. So, yeah, the Hank. The reason why I don't really trade illiquid options is because it's stressful. You don't know which direction it's going to go, and a lot of new traders that are actually watching this will get in big trouble. A lot of new traders will try to do the same trade that I just did and lose money even when they could have made money. So I try not to trade like that. I just saw a really good opportunity on Costco and I took it. So it looks like we're flushing a little bit at open here. So that is why. Sorry, I got some people blowing up my phones over here. So that is why I don't like to trade illiquid options in general, and that is why I don't like to trade illiquid options kind of like publicly, because new traders will go in, try to copy me, and lose money, and I just want to be careful. But I saw a great opportunity on Costco. It's really good support, and I'm glad that I sold because now Costco. Now look at these spreads. See, this is what you want to be careful about if you're looking here. And there's only 2 contracts traded for. Yesterday this was in the money. Only 2 contracts have been traded so far to open. 9 bid, $12 ask. Extremely dangerous. And Costco I knew is not liquid in general because I was trading this months and months ago when Costco was doing well and stuff like that, and the bid and ask was always wide. Never this wide, but it was always like $1 wide spread. Now we have $4 wide spreads, and you just want to be careful. You know, unfortunately, some sucker bought mine for $13 and now is not getting is not good. Is not good. Now the ask is on it is $12.95. So that's why for something like that, I try to be really aggressive and open and try to get my fill as soon as possible, especially if it's not liquid, and move forward that way. Alex, appreciate you. I've been trading 4 weeks now, so I'm learning. Welcome to the Tear Your Face Off Club, bro. Where we love pain. Cheers, mate. You can make a lot with illiquid options if some suckers buys. Sometimes we're the sucker. Yeah, in this time, that's why I told you guys I'm exclusively, people are like, oh, you guys only trade a couple tickers. Yeah, because you're going to get wrecked. right now I'm trading SPY, Apple, and ES and MES, pretty much the same thing. I'm really trading those tickers right now, mostly SPY and Apple. I'm sticking to the most liquid. So I'll let you guys get to trading. I will be in the Discord. Market's dropping a little bit here. Hit me up if you guys need anything. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.